What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. We're back at it again with a little bit more of Euro Truck Sim. Now, as you can see, I have changed a few things. I have bought a new truck, upgraded a new truck. Just kind of experimenting around with it, to be completely honest with you. Now, I do have a job lined up, so I think we're gonna do a couple this stream. And hopefully nothing goes wrong. This morning it's been nothing but technical problems. I don't know what's going on with YouTube and everything at the minute, but it's being a real pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. But like I say, welcome all. And without further ado, let's just get straight into it, shall we? I mean, that's my new truck there. But I think I'm at a place right now. Yep. Absolutely. Amazing stuff. Got the cat, got a little yeah. Right, lights on. Amazing stuff. We'll have to undo the window a little bit. Delivering some ambulances today, which I thought would be pretty cool, you know. Nice and steady, does it? That's all linked up. But yeah, like I say, I've been thoroughly enjoying playing Euro Truck for the most part. I do have a lot more mods installed actually. Anything from realistic weather, you know, we've got it all on today. Oh, it's always a good start, isn't it? Make sure that we're actually linked up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's always a nightmare getting out of these sorts of places. Right, we need to be in that lane there. But yeah, we got a nice little lineup for today. I am gonna have to adjust this, I think. But yeah, we got a nice little lineup today for streams, which is pretty cool. Round the bend. Oh, sorry about that. But of course, it's a bit of a doom and gloomy day. Almost accurate to what it is in the real world for me. But yeah, like I said, I've installed a fair few new mods. Mostly lighting. It's been been a bit of a thing that I've been trying to sort out, to be completely honest. Oh, speeding events. If I tone it back a bit. There we go. But yeah, like I was saying, at the beginning of the day, I actually had this stream set up quite early. Got it all into motion, everything like that, and then literally anything that could have gone wrong went wrong. So it's a bit hit and miss at the moment, but we got it all working anyway. But I absolutely love the sound of this truck. Someone's been pulled over already. Very much so storm weather, isn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if if we see a bit of old thunder and lightning. I think I've got my high beams on. Yeah, I do. I know you can mess around with the headlight adjustment and all that sort of stuff, but I haven't actually tampered with all of that yet. Not too sure whether I want to either. But yeah, we're delivering some ambulances at the moment. It's a short little route to begin with. 195 miles to go. It's not looking too bad. The weather's a bit doom and gloomy, but and of course it's night time. Why wouldn't it be? Every time. But yeah, guys, like I say, anybody new here, I do have a Discord channel now. The link is in the description. You'll feel free to join that if you want to. In there, it's basically just an open discussion, anything kind of simulation related, really. In-game news. You can share some of your pictures too, if that's something that you really want to do. So yeah, by all means, if you want to be a part and join that little community, you're all welcome. Welcome. Like I said, the link is in the description. Got a few friendly faces, few nice members already. So it's pretty cool. It's starting to pick up a little bit. Because I just thought to myself, if I make a Discord, at least then we can all kind of like go into one spot, converse, show off gaming rigs, or if anybody's got any in-game news regarding, Tourist Bus or any other simulation games that we play, we can all keep each other informed there. I was wondering when they were going to move off. I was tempted to rest, just to kind of get the darkness out of the way, but I've only got 149 miles to go anyway, so I don't really see much point. I don't know what this van's doing in front. It's a 50 limit. Oh yeah, another thing as well. I've installed the realistic weather mod. So the sound effects, the rain, everything like that, it looks absolutely gorgeous now. It sounds amazing too. And as we all know, rain makes games look amazing. But I'm pretty looking forward to a few more simulation games, like I said, coming out fairly soon. Train Sim World 3, that's something that I will be covering on the channel day one. Give that a go. I'm a total noob when it comes to that sort of stuff. Just trying to retain that sort of information. It's a bit, there's quite a lot to remember, but I've heard that the new one is a little bit more accessible for people that aren't quite sure what they're doing. So I look forward to trying it out. Oh, thank goodness for that. He's turning off. Oh dear, there goes another one. Probably hasn't got the load secured properly, I would imagine. It's like he was transporting vans or something. But the one thing that I do find really, really frustrating is the fact that when I'm streaming this game, on the screen for me, it doesn't look that dark. But when you actually look at the YouTube side of it, it's actually a lot darker than what it actually is, and it's quite frustrating. It's not almost as a like a perfect mirror image, you know. But nevertheless, I do appreciate what they've done with this game. You know, the DLCs are 100% worth it. Anybody that's, you know, thinking about buying them, just buy them all. I mean, how does it fare up to American Truck? I think American Truck is equally as good. Euro Truck, I think, just looks a little bit nicer, in my opinion. The mods are a little bit nicer too. Plus, it would obviously come down to if you enjoy driving American trucks or European trucks. So, you know, there is that side of it. Right. Speed limit's 50. Kind of pushing that. But yeah, here on the channel, as we're slowly growing, um, I do have a few more giveaways lined up now. The last giveaway that I did it through YouTube, through a live stream. This time round, I will be doing the giveaway through the Discord channel, just so that it makes it a tiny bit easier um, for obviously anybody and you know everyone that can't potentially make it to a stream or wants to be involved. You know, it's going to be a thing which is going to be set out, and the winner will be announced. Um, just so that it makes it fair, because I know that time zones are different, and I also know that you know people work and things like that, so it makes it fair for everybody. But so far, I'm pretty impressed with the truck. It's a shame that it's at night. This is the downfall when it comes to streaming this game. It's the night time where the highways or the motorways, should I say, are really bleak, dull. There's hardly any lighting. Of course, you can add mods to improve that, and I already have. But you know, this is it. Oh, and you can see the Fern bus liveries as well. Yeah, if you guys are interested in a little bit of Fern bus, I will be streaming that a bit later on. But I am planning on getting some Truckers MP going. Now, obviously, I'll be able to sort that out through Discord a lot easier. So, like I say, if you're interested in doing some Truckers MP or playing any other games, you know, feel free to join and link up. Oh, you are joking me. I wonder actually what is down here. It's always I'm always curious to see whether it's actually worth like being diverted, you know, or whether it's just a blocked off road. I mean, I'm sure we'll find out. It's always been a thing on my mind as to whether it's actually blocked off for a reason. Most games you come across those sorts of things and there's nothing there. Oh, what have we got here? It's like a burnt out lorry. Well, I kind of answered my own question, really, didn't I? Uh, oh dear. Well, it was interesting to find out, nevertheless. I didn't honestly think I was going to fit through that gap. Well, I didn't really, but at least I can rip it up on the old. Oh, good old Rostock, eh? I wonder what that looks like. Renault. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Might have to have a look in there at some point. See what trucks they've got. Fire engine. Right, let's see where they want us. Well, that's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. How's it going, Ali? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. There we go. Put parking brake on. Amazing stuff. It wasn't too bad. It was a nice little journey. It was a shame about the It was a shame about it being night time. But I mean, I managed to test something at least. Right. I'm gonna just look at current company job offers. I think. Oh wow, chimney systems, Atlantic cod fillets, or some nuts. What's that? Going to Hungary? That's not too bad, and that one's in Poland. I mean, I don't think I've actually driven to Hungary yet, so it's all the way through the Czech Republic. It should be a nice little trip, actually. Trip distance 682 miles, nearly 16 hours. Sure, why not? Let's take it. Hopefully, it goes into daytime soon. Oh yeah, of course. I always forget about the parking brake. Sometimes you can have it. Well, you can have it on automatic if that's something that you want. I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to get this delivery out of there. It's a bit full on, that. We'll attach it. But I guess these are for like the trains. I did install a mod for that, so we've got like bigger cargo. I mean, look at that. But it's just caused a bit of an issue with getting out. So if I take it nice and easy through here, I think I'm actually going to have to go up to the top camera. Well, there's no way I'm going to be able. Nah, we'll just go this way. We'll get it out, and then we'll deal with the diversion afterwards. Whoa. Not too sure how this truck is going to cope, because I'm fairly confident that it is not set up for this. But the one good thing about this game is it definitely gives you a better sense of speed. Also, it gives you a better sense of like you're carrying or towing a larger weight, you know. Right, make sure that's rigged into there. We're in gear 1, of course. I don't doubt this truck won't be able to do the job, though. Just got to be a bit more careful. Oh, well. There we go. I panicked on the amber light. That's what that was. But it's really cool to have like the tandem, you know, like the train. You know, I've never actually driven with two before, which is pretty cool. The mod does allow you to have up to like 3 or 4, I think. So it's pretty crazy. I mean, you can only imagine like how fun that would be to do, especially when it comes to logs as well. I did set a trailer up yesterday for log transport. You can't see nothing, look. This thing needs to be revved so high. But it's really nice because the characteristics of your truck change. The more, you know, like the correct setups for these trucks matter. And that's something which, you don't see many trucking simulators actually do. You know, there's correct like configurations, should I say, for your truck and for different cargo. So you can literally just, you know, design your trucking, your company, anything you really want around specific cargo if that's something that you want to do. I think it's brilliant. You know, the attention to detail when it comes to trucking simulation, this is what you want. You know, we did have a little bit of a topic of conversation in my last stream as to whether it would come to consoles or not. It's not completely off the cards. They've said that, but as to when and how and all that stuff, it leaves you with more questions than it does answers, unfortunately. But hopefully the daytime is on the rise. It is 2:30 in the morning, so it wouldn't surprise me if it does pop up soon. Right. But another thing as well that I found out is that if you do crash or break down or whatever, you flip your truck, I think it's really cool that you have to call a towing company which tows you to the nearest repair service station. I think that's amazing. There's not many games that do that. I mean, of course, it would be nicer if you saw like the animation or a little cinematic, as you're being towed or transported somewhere. But you kind of get the general idea of how it's supposed to work. But over the next couple of weeks, it's going to be a pretty exciting time for the channel. I mean, I haven't showcased any sort of train sim world games on this channel before. I have played a little bit of Train Sim World 2, but not on stream, of course. But I can't wait to actually showcase Train Sim World 3 for everyone. It's going to be a complete mess, but we'll get through it. Just over 600 miles to go. But if I was to recommend this game, absolutely, absolutely. There's nothing that I've picked up on, anything sort of like game breaking, that would put anybody off wanting to play this game. Yeah, in regards to obviously the console side of things, when it comes to simulation games, if you're thinking about moving across and you have the means and the funds to do so, 100% do it. 100% do it. You will not regret it, I promise you. But it's just the lights. Like, for instance, if you look into the wind mirror, oh, I don't think you can actually see that because of the wheel. Uh, Never mind then. But yeah, like I was saying, the indicators, the lights that you see, um, are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And obviously you have cruise control, the retarder works properly, you have diff lock as well. There's obviously a lot of key bindings involved with this game, and predominantly I think that's probably the reason as to one of the main reasons as to why it would never come to consoles anyway. Unless they decide to start, customizing controllers with like 80, 90 buttons on, then that's fine. But I suppose you could use a keyboard if they ever did that. It doesn't completely eliminate the function, does it? Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. But I think all in all, the fact that this game still gets support to this very day, the fact that they're still updating it, new content still coming, and then you've got the modding community on top of that. It's absolutely fantastic. The potential that this game has, people are filling that slot. People are filling those spaces rather nicely. It's not going to waste. And you got to respect them for what they do. Right. Wow, I didn't mean to do that. But all the light reflections as well. I appreciate that driving TV, Kenya. All the way from Kenya, eh? Amazing stuff. I appreciate you coming in. I'm still not used to this truck. I think it might be just simply down to the fact that I've got quite a big load on the back. But revving, getting the right biting point, the right rev range, it's completely different to the Scania that I'm used to driving. But I mean, all in all, like I say, of course, the moment I go to show the truck off, the light turns colour. A bit more of a wider berth there. There we are. But this game, it continues to impress me the more and more I play it, and like I say in previous streams, will forever be my choice, my go-to when it comes to trucking simulation currently. Um, not just for the fact that it's on the PC, because if it was on the consoles, I think it would make a lot of people's dreams come true. That's for sure. I think I need to adjust the brakes as well. They seem very harsh. Yeah, extremely harsh. Only a couple taps on the brakes, and yeah, that needs to be adjusted. But like I say, it's nice that it gives you the options to do that. A lot of games these days, a lot of trucking games, a lot of simulation games, they deem to be simulation games, but they don't actually offer you a lot of accessibility options for us simmers. I don't think there is any box that hasn't been ticked when it comes to what this game actually has to offer. And the same goes for, American truck as well. Driving across the US in the big long nosed American trucks. It's awesome. Just being able to actually do that. I mean, my hobby is simulation games. I love it. I love to be able to do things which I can't do in the real world. So having that option to be able to drive across America, or drive across Europe, you know, the like I say, the attention to detail is next to none. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds in a way. It's incredible. Simulation games, they've definitely come a long way from what they once was anyway. But like I said, from like, you see the police over there, you'll see the blue lights come into the cab. It's really, really nice to see. But you can adjust all those settings as well. So if you're not into, the random occurrences happening, or the diversions happening, stuff like that, it's completely accessible. You can switch them off, or you can adjust it on the slider to how often you want it to happen. And being able to customize the in-game world to fit your kind of, your preference to trucking, how you want to do it. It's all there. You get different systems as well, which is nice. You can flick through. Well, you can change your mirrors, you can adjust your headlights, adjust your seat, all of that sort of stuff. You can get rid of that menu completely if that's what you want to do. You can have onboard GPS and all that sort of stuff. This truck, I just haven't installed it, but you do get a center console GPS. So it depends on how you really want to do it. You can press I to change the center console there, all the information, fuel, the lot. I mean, the list really does go on. But you'll notice when I drive past this police car, you'll watch the blue lights light up the cab. That, to me, it gets me every single time. It's just the little attention to detail, which is really impressive, especially with the lighting. Yeah, I think lighting, the map, visuals make it 1,000 times better just for the sake of immersion. Because we want to be immersed in these games, and that's exactly what we want from simulation, is to be able to customize and have full access to, the equipment that we've got. I mean, it is for me anyway. I'm not sure about everybody, but I'm sure that, at some point you've run into an issue where you can't use your wheel or you can't use a certain accessory. I've never had a problem with this game in regards to that. But hey, hey, the sun is coming up. The sky is blue. The Diesel Viking is bringing your frozen goods to you. That is so bad. But yeah, it's amazing. Not only that as well, I mean, if you enjoy the logistical side of things, you can hire employees, you can buy new garages, you can customize and buy new trucks from different dealerships and assign them, and I'm fairly confident that they just work automatically. But needless to say, I'd be very interested to see what they decide to do map wise after Russia. I'm guessing it would probably be somewhere like Ireland or somewhere like that. That would be pretty cool. Oh dear. Little crash. That's what I mean. Where the rig is just so big, you can't. I mean, for the sake of like having no like head tracking, you're completely that right hand mirror is completely redundant unless you're using, um, like I said, head tracking or your mouse. But using a shifter, got your wheel, got your, you know what I mean. It's quite difficult to it's quite difficult to do. But I think what I will do is I will assort and do a few different key bindings along the way, just so that I can kind of pan the camera left and right. I think that would be pretty cool. Through the tunnel we go. These tunnels always mess my eyes up. Even in the real world. Oh, this one's not too bad. It's the flickering I can't deal with. How's it going, Juan? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's quite anticipated, isn't it, Juan? You know, like I say, there's nothing that I love more than consoles to get this game, and American Truck as well. Yeah, but it is rather nice gameplay, yeah, I have to admit. But how you doing anyway, Juan? You all well and good? Yeah, I'm not too bad, and yeah, no worries, man. Like I say, it's quite fun in the Discord actually. You know, we've got quite a few trucking pictures, and you know, we have a laugh here and there. You know, it's not nothing too serious. You know, there's a couple of rules here and there, but it's nothing that no, you know, it's hard to understand. If you get me. Oh, I definitely don't take it for granted, Juan. I don't know what's going on with my truck. Oh, it's because I'm going. Yeah, that's right. I'm going uphill. Just remembered I've got I've got this huge thing on the back, so I'm not surprised. It's a bit sluggish. But yeah, like I say, Juan, I don't take it for granted. I don't rub it in anybody's face either. It's kind of a hard thing to talk about, really. But yeah, in the Discord, like I was saying, you know, it's a perfect place to share your pictures. You know, your trucking, your busing, your trains, planes, whatever you want to share. Really, there's a tab for pretty much all of it, even hunting as well, if that's something you're interested in. But we do have a bit of fern bus later on, Juan. Thought I'd try and play it a little bit more than I have. Whoa. Okay, you stay on the inside then. Who knows? I may throw in a stream in between that, because I'm, looking to stream Third Bus at around about 8 o'clock tonight, 8 p.m. But also for this, I've got the Fern Bus coach liveries, bus liveries in this as a mod. Yeah, got a cat. Yeah. Oh, just run a red light. How's it going, Emin or Emin? Sorry about if I butcher your name. Whoa. That's what you get for reading the chat. Well, I do have a video to upload, Juan. So after I finish this stream, I'll check the progress of that, and basically, literally, just what you just said, I've gone over in that video. As much as, like I say, as much as I appreciate the games, and they are fun, don't get me wrong. And the last thing I want people to do is to get upset with me, but at the end of the day, you just can't please everybody. I just say my experience. But yeah, we're traveling all the way to Hungary, and that's a place which I don't think I've actually driven to before. I did have an option to go to Romania, but I've been through Romania a couple of times, so I just thought about driving somewhere a bit different. Try and explore the map a bit more. I mean, I think I've only discovered just over 11%. Out of all the hours which I've actually played this game, I've only discovered about 11%. There's a crashed airplane in the road. Well, that's never good. I never understood why they put this along the guardrail. It just seems a bit of a waste of time. Yeah, Alaskan truck. That's gonna be interesting to see. The 7th of December, I'm fairly confident that comes out on for PC. They haven't actually stated when they're going to be bringing that to console, unless they decide to bring it to console at the same time. But I'm fairly confident it will come to PC first. I mean, of course it will, you know. That's the only thing I really hated as a console player myself. You know, when I didn't have a PC, um, I always used to get fed up of games releasing to PC first. But once you actually own a PC, you kind of understand why, you know, and that's just simply down to the fact that if there is any issues that need addressing, it's easier to hotfix and update through PC than what it is through console. I play a little bit of farming sim here and there. I mean, I've completely given up with it on console, and there are a magnitude of reasons as to why that is. Oh, just planes just dropping out of the sky. It's never reassuring, is it? But yeah, I don't agree with what they did with Farming Simulator, especially when it comes to memory. You know, I think um, Xbox get 4 gig, PS5 and PS4 get PS5 get 8 GB. Sorry, Xbox gets 4 GB, and obviously PC is unlimited. I just don't understand how they managed to work that out. Yeah, Juan, I played it on the PS5. Yeah, I am very tempted to download it for the PC. Um, but the problem that I have with Farming Simulator is like once you've kind of established your farm and customized it and decorated it the way that you want to, you either get bored with just looking at the same place or you get bored with the repetitiveness of, you know, planting and harvesting the same crops. You know, it would have been definitely nice to see a little bit more variety of crops to be planted, especially with some better machinery too. I know that they've got loads of mods and stuff like that, but I just don't think that that's something that needs to be compensated for by using mods, you know. It should be something that's base game material, I find. Yeah, that's just my opinion anyway, but like I say, with Farming Sim 19, mods pretty much saved that game. It made it what it is. So But like they say, it is what it is, and you make it. It is for what you make it, I suppose. It's a good game, though. It was a good game. Better played with other people. And what I find with Farming Sim is that you can join a group and everybody agrees that they want to play, and you all talk and converse, and it's like, yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that, and then when it actually comes to it, nothing ever materializes. And that's all I ever had from the majority of the communities when it come to Farming Sim. And even so, even if you did find somebody to play with, it was usually somebody which would design the farm the way that they wanted to, as a way of, you know, instead of working together as a team and buying the stuff that you need in order to progress financially. Yeah, and then they buy the trucks that they want, the trailers that they want, and in the end, there's just so many discrepancies. Just tends to become a little bit more hassle than what it's worth. Oof. I mean, I wouldn't say that I have a favorite game, a simulation game particularly. Um, if I was to base it on genres, um, for simulation, because I mean simulations is obviously not just driving and trucking and stuff. It just depends on what category of simulation you're talking about. Whether it be trucking simulation, survival. I mean, Green Hell. Green Hell was a good survival game, survival sim. I mean, I am enjoying. I think if I had to pick for my trucking side of it, if I wasn't to mention obviously Euro Truck and American Truck, I'd have to say that SnowRunner was probably the next in line. Everything else is just a bit naff. They're all trying to be something that they clearly can't be. Aerosoft being a prime example. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they're not capable of making decent games, but I mean, history would say otherwise, wouldn't it? All they need to do is just put their heads together, spend a little bit more time, focus on what the player wants, and communicate. And you just bounce back and forth. You get like a snowball effect from the player to the developer. I mean, don't get me wrong. American Truck and Euro Truck, they've been out for long enough for them to be in this good state. Do you know what I mean? And you can only imagine what other simulation games would be like and what they would look like if they actually delivered based on what they promised in the first place. Because it's not us as the consumer, as the player. It's, you know, we're being essentially blamed for the most part on the way that the games go, and I guess partially we do have some blame in it, because I think people need to start being honest about their reviews in on these games, rather than blatantly lying and claiming that the game's good and there's nothing wrong with it, just for the sake of, because it doesn't get us anywhere. And I think anybody with the right sort of audience that reviews these styles of games really needs to use their voice to speak up and speak out, you know, about the issues. And I know it's easy to focus on the negatives, and I do try and cover the positives as well, but I'm also not going to sugarcoat anything, you know, as you're aware in previous streams. I speak the honest truth about the way that I feel about the games, you know, what I think that they need to improve on, or the lack of, you know. And it's like with these games, Euro Truck and American Truck, I'm not biased because I like playing them, because I like the game. I'm speaking based on the truth. The truth of the matter is that these games are fantastic when it comes to trucking simulation. Yeah, it's what you want. It's like, for instance, on the road. Yeah, on the road did an okay job. Okay, it wasn't terrible. You know, the trucking, the driving physics, they weren't terrible. They were acceptable to a point. Well, I think Juan, we're, as console players, we're a bit overcritical as well, because where when we see when in other words, where we haven't had a decent simulation trucking simulation game come to consoles just yet, apart from SnowRunner, but that's a bit of a different trucking simulation. Um, we set our expectations so high that when a game is released, um, it's almost like we assess it and we critique it at such a harsh level. How's it going? Got the munchies? Welcome to the stream, mate. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, like I was saying, we can be a bit overcritical, and I guess when we do get a simulation game come to console, we all kind of jump, you know, which is understandable. Ah, nice one, man. But I mean, sometimes these trucking games require a certain element of your imagination. You've got to enjoy it for what it is, rather than sometimes it's easier just to critique it based on what it isn't. From my perspective, doing what I do, the style of channel, the content which I like to put out, I do a bit of both. And then I give a little bit of opinion in the middle. I show you the good, the bad, the damn right ugly. And then I'll give you my opinion. Well, I mean that's subjective, Juan. That's subjective. I mean, like I say, if you're expecting um, Fernbus to come out better than Tourist Bus, I think more or less to the point, you got to understand, sort of see the bigger picture in a way, because it's not the game, should I say, which I'm sort of like targeting. It's the development, it's the communication, it's the build up, and then the aftercare to the games which get released. That's my biggest gripe. I don't dispute whether these games are going to do well, because of course, Bus is going to do well. It's highly anticipated, but I'm looking beyond that and actually thinking to myself, well, On the Road was promised, failed. Tourist Bus promised, it's getting there, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And now, with that all being said, suddenly out of nowhere, Phone Bus is coming to consoles. Well, we haven't actually got an update for Tourist Bus yet. Do you know what I mean? Eventually, the general attitude of people and what games they buy and what games they don't will become more apparent, and they will see that. I mean, I think they got up to an 80% off sale. Aerosoft have at the moment on the Steam page. I mean, it's like for On the Road. Is it any better on the PC? Does it run any better on the PC? Maybe one day we'll find out. Whoa. That's what I get for reading the damn chat. Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is with PC ports to console, they've never recently they haven't come over in a very good state. And I would be very surprised if Fernbus comes over in a good state at all, um, based on their other attempts with obviously Tourist Bus On the Road. It's not been a pretty picture, and personally for me, I feel like Fernbus coming to consoles is a way of distracting everybody from current problems. We need answers. Do we get them? Will we get them? No, of course we won't. Yeah, more than likely got the munchie, or munchie, should I say? Yeah, more than likely. But it's not been a bad stream, you know. I mean, we got 44 miles to go. Um, I think we started off at like, I think it was just shy of 800. I'm pretty sure. How's it going, Observador? Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're doing well. I saw your message in the Discord. You'll have to wait and see, my friend. Well, and this is exactly the reason why something like this, Juan, American Truck and Euro Truck, this is exactly the reasons as to why the chances of them coming to console are very slim, because it's Microsoft and Sony which hold the keys to the door when it comes to upgrades, updates, technical support. Going through Sony and Microsoft, it all has to be approved and certified and all that sort of stuff. So, do you know what I mean? It's just the way it goes. Yeah, Observador, but Cyberpunk is a bit of a different scenario, and that just simply goes down to the investors that were involved with the game. And that's the only reason why Sony and Microsoft pulled it off the stores and stuff. It's just to do with the investors that were involved with the production of the game. Well, I wish I had the answers for you guys. I mean, to be completely honest with you, I think the answer is probably a bit more obvious than what you think. Yeah, well, whatever the case may be, Observador, it was still an issue. Yep, yep. SnowRunner is definitely taking a bit of more of a farming approach to their season 8, phase 8, whatever you want to call it, last phase of year 2, which I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. I think that you got to give them credit for trying new stuff. I think that anybody that's kind of like a SnowRunner veteran, Mud Runner veteran, whatever, they played the games from beginning to end up until this point. I think that they're going to be a little bit more disappointed with the direction that SnowRunner's taking. Well, or at least I am anyway. Phase 7 was a complete disappointment for me. I get the reason why they're trying to do what they do, but right. So where am I actually supposed? Oh, it's just after. But we're pulling here. We'll drop off. We'll drop off the trailer, the huge trailer. Whoa. He says. I bet you it's stuck on the fence. Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Press enter. There we go. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. If Aerosoft and this company's got some lawsuits coming their way, maybe Sony and Microsoft would change their ways. You know, it's such a tough one, though, isn't it? It's such a tough one to discuss, like what goes on behind closed doors when it comes to Sony and Microsoft. You know, nobody really knows. And to be quite honest with you, I'm quite happy that I've kind of separated myself from that whole console sort of dilemma, because it used to be quite a big issue for me. But now, you know, it is just, I don't know, it's getting a little bit silly. For the gaming industry in general, it's getting a bit silly. It's actually embarrassing. Right, truck dealers. I'm not sure how many spaces I've got there. What are we looking for? See if we could buy any online. I don't think I own a Renault yet. Customize configuration. Iveco. Might skip that. Volvo. Own Volvo. Do I own a MAN? I don't think I do. That's that one there. Buy online. What have we got there? $250. Yeah, I saw that observador. Yeah, it's I mean, it's something's bound to happen, isn't it? Let's have a look. Customize configuration. It's not a bad truck. I just want to have a look in the interior, really. Yeah, I think it was to do with their sales. It was like commission based, so they were charging people extra deliberately, so that they could get a higher commission off of the games which they were selling on stalls and stuff. Yeah. So apparently there was a lot of people that are potentially due a refund or something along the lines of that. But it doesn't matter anyway. I mean, to be completely honest with you, the Xbox Series X and the PS5 are overrated for what they are. Genuinely, they are overrated. You know, I mean, for the same money, you can get yourself a fairly decent PC and play better simulation games than what you ever would on console. You know, and that's just the truth. You know, and it's something which I've learned to kind of accept the longer I've gone on with the whole PC side of it, if that makes sense. But yeah, guys, like I say, I appreciate you all coming in. I hope that you all enjoyed the stream. Don't forget, you know, if you want to see more of this content, to like and subscribe, turn that bell notification on. And also, if you'd like to join the Discord as well, the link is in the description. But yeah, like I say, guys, until next time, take it easy, stay safe, and I shall catch you all in the next one.